Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. So our channel exists for three things: to inform, inspire, and do good. And this video is all about the third one. It is an opportunity that we have to do good for an organization that I actually got to spend some time with when I was in Ohio recently. The organization is called Weightless Anchor. A lot of you guys know that the nonprofit that I lead works with survivors of human trafficking. And several of you guys have left comments and sent us messages asking how in the world you can get involved. The problem is that it's not always the easiest injustice to get involved with because of security and privacy and lots of other things. However, when I was in Cincinnati and I toured this home, I thought, oh my goodness, this is a way. This is an opportunity for our LeggLife family to make a difference, to have an impact in the city of Cincinnati and in an organization that is doing unbelievable things. I can't wait to tell you all about it. So our first night in Cincinnati, we had just finished up work in Dayton, Ohio, driving to Cincinnati. A coworker and myself got to have dinner with some people. And one of them is a lady named Andrea, who runs an organization called Weightless Anchor. And Weightless Anchor is like a sanctuary home, like a respite home that exists in the Price Hill neighborhood of Cincinnati. And this is a home where women on the street, women at risk, survivors of human trafficking, of sex trafficking, can come in. They can get things like their laundry done, they can take a shower, they can get prayer, they can get a meal, they can get new clothes, they can get pregnancy help and advice and referrals into other services. It's kind of like a one-stop shop to help them with all of the things that they need help with. And the story of what's happening right now with Weightless Anchor is, it is miraculous. And I don't use that term lightly. They started a fundraiser to raise $5,000 for new furniture for the respite home, the safe home that they currently have. And that fundraiser went so well that they ended up raising enough money to buy an entire new home. A new home that you guys are going to see in this video is huge and amazing. The home they're currently in, I think Andrea said, is about 1,100 square feet. This is way more than twice that size and is going to let them serve more women, help more women, provide more services and more resources. The problem is that when you move into a giant new space, you need all of the things that go to fill a giant new space. And so what they have is they have an Amazon wish list. And we were at dinner with Andrea, and she said something. She made a statement that kind of ignited a fire in me. Every woman who comes in, one of the things that she gets is a hygiene kit, right? It's things like toothbrush and toothpaste and shampoo and feminine hygiene products and all of those things that we just need to survive and stay clean and healthy. And Andrea said that they don't even have the supplies right now to give out hygiene kits. And I just remember thinking that that is such a basic need. That is such a low bar. That is such a thing that we can help meet. That at dinner when she said that, I knew I had to find a way to help. But I didn't know what that looked like. So, while I was in Cincinnati, I had some free time, and Andrea said, we're getting ready to open the home. Like, the home is being worked on right now so that we can open soon. Would you come by and see the house? How do you say no to that? Like, there's no way to say no to that. So I went over and I saw the house, and I want to show you guys, just give you a brief tour of what the house looks like, the new Weightless Anchor Respite Safe Home, this amazing space right in the heart of Cincinnati. So you guys, here is the home. Look how absolutely amazing this is. There are some work teams here. I think they're from Iowa. I'm not totally positive, but this is the outside of the home. And this neighborhood, kind of all up here, is just a really strategic neighborhood, a really strategic part of Cincinnati for a home like this to be. So as you walk in the home, this is what you see at first. Look how beautiful this space is. And when you turn in the front door, you can see there's this big room right here to the left that will be like a donation room. Things like hygiene kits and other needs that people who come in here have, they'll be able to get right here in this space. You can see it has its own kitchen, so this space is all being built out as well. There'll be lots of food and things in here that their visitors can have. And right over here off from the kitchen is going to be the living room. They actually already have the couch, which is super cool. You can see that they're cleaning a bunch of the walls in there.
But that's gonna be just like a big space for everybody, just kind of hang out, rest, be together. Back over here, we actually have a room that is going to be the clothing room. So if they need clothes, they can come in here, a donation room for clothes, but also a shower room. So this door will come off, there'll be a curtain there, but they will have access to a private bathroom and a shower. And it's such a big deal because when you're on the street, being able to every day just to come in, clean up, just feel fresh is so important. So they're gonna have that space to do that here. And then check this out, a huge backyard with a garden where they'll be able to start to grow a lot of their own food, a lot of their own vegetables that they use here in the house. Now as we head upstairs, there are gonna be a few rooms up here. This middle area is kind of just sort of a general reception, welcoming area. This first room on the left is going to be like a pregnancy resource room. One of the things that Andrea told me is that so many of their women come in here and they're pregnant, but they're afraid to maybe go to the doctor. They don't have resources to go to the hospital, and so they don't see anybody until they're in active labor. And so this room right here will be able to give them education, information, resources on how to not just keep themselves but their baby safe as well as they go through pregnancy. This room right across the hall is going to be an additional donation storage room. Very, very cool. Lots of space. I love the shelves. Lots of closets in here as well. And then over here you can see this is going to be their staff office. Obviously like a locked and secure space. There is another bathroom in there, more storage in there. And this is actually going to be like a prayer room. So survivors who are looking for just like a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of hope, someone just to sit with and hear them, sit with and listen, someone to pray with, this is the space that can happen. Volunteers can come in, small groups can come in and just be with and around the survivors and the clients that they serve here at Weightless Anchor. You guys, this space is absolutely insane. I cannot get over how nice this is. This is like an amazing old home right here in probably the most strategic neighborhood in Cincinnati to fight the injustice of human trafficking. This is crazy, you guys. Like, look at this front porch area. It's absolutely amazing. Like, it's so beautiful. As an executive director of a nonprofit, I cannot imagine trying to raise $5,000 for new furniture for a safe house and ending up with something like this.
So that is the home. And as you can see, as we walked around, it really does need everything, right? It needs everything from window treatments to stuff for the hygiene kits, as I mentioned earlier. Just lots of things to make a space like that safe and comfortable so that when the women come into that space, it feels like a place that they step out of the hell of the life that they live and into a space when they can breathe and they're safe. A home like this absolutely 100% saves lives. And this was one of the things that Andrea said, and I just so appreciated this, is that one of the goals to getting women out of human trafficking is simply keeping them alive. This home does that. It does that in so many different ways. This space that they can get off of the street, come into and be safe and get the help and get the resources that they need for that day and for that future. And so LeggLife family, here's what we can do to help. As I mentioned earlier, they have an Amazon wish list that has all the things that they need. And so I'm gonna link that down below. If you're in a place that you can pick up one thing, two thing, anything off of that, would you do that? Would you just have these boxes arrive at this new home and they wonder where in the heck it came from? Like, even put LeggLife in like the memo or the gift line so that as Andrea is getting those, she is like, okay, this YouTube community really is spectacular because she knows about you guys. Like, she knows about you guys. But then here's the other thing I want to do, because the mission is really important, but the people behind the mission are also super important. I'm going to put Andrea's email down below. And so what I want to ask you guys to do is, would you, if you can't purchase anything from the Amazon wish list, would you send Andrea an email with just unbelievably encouraging words, thanking her for the hard work that her and her team do, that you're praying for them, any positive thoughts you have for them? This is something that costs $0 that makes a really big difference, because I know without a doubt that she has put countless hours into making this new space a reality. She has put countless hours into caring for the women who walk through that door. In fact, while I was there, one of the people that I got to meet was a former client who is now there serving, helping basically build out their new space. And I was reminded as I met her that that's what it's all about. It is all about survivors. It's all about victims becoming like people who have independent, healthy lives, right? And they're contributing back to society now. And that takes a lot of hard work from people like Andrea and her team. And so those are the two ways I want to ask you to help. Number one, if you're in a place to buy something off their Amazon wish list, maybe it's a pack of shampoo for the hygiene kits. Maybe it's something else that they need. Would you do that? But then would so many of you send Andrea an email with the most kind and encouraging words? Because as somebody who works in this area, I know that a lot of times the work is really heavy. There are a lot of really dark days. The stories that we hear are beyond anything that I imagined possible from humanity. But the kind words of a stranger can be an absolute lifeline to people who are serving. And LeggLife community, we can absolutely do that. So that's what I want us to do. This is an unbelievable home in Cincinnati. In fact, I'm going to link to their Instagram down below as well. Go give them a follow. If you live in the Cincinnati area, I think they actually have an open house coming up that you can go and tour this space. You can see the space. You can learn more. This is not an organization that I have any ties to, other than the fact that I met them when I was in Ohio. I got to see their space. I got to hear the heart behind what they do. More importantly, I got to meet the people behind their mission. And I believe in the mission, but I believe in the people as well. And so we exist to inform, to inspire, and to do good. So this is a chance for us, LeggLife community, to do some good in the city of Cincinnati, in the lives of women who are at risk, women who are victims of trafficking, and women who just frankly need a space that they can step into and experience some love and some hope and some kindness. And so gosh darn it, that's what we're going to do. You guys, I love you so much. I love that you are the kind of YouTube community that supports this kind of stuff, that asks us how you can help. And so I just want to thank every person who's going to make a purchase off of Amazon, or who's going to send a really kind email, or who's going to pray for this organization, send positive thoughts and good vibes to them. I love you guys. I'm so thankful to be a part of this community with you, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.